contact tracing.
Contact tracing is the good old-fashioned detective work, long part of smart public health planning.
Today we're going to talk about tracing, which statewide that would be about 6,400 to 17,000 tracers.
We know that contact tracing is a proven public health intervention. It's worked for Ebola, it's worked for sexually transmitted diseases as well as tuberculosis. So we know it works. It will help us safely reopen society slowly. It's essential to bring on an army of contact tracers. It requires people who have skills in helping individuals understand the importance of self-quarantine. Contact tracers for New York State are required to have a high school education. Once they pass the interview, they will then be transitioned over to the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health online training course. They'll have 72 hours to take the 6-hour course and pass a knowledge assessment. They'll then be transitioned over to New York State and the hiring process will begin. There is no information shared about the case. The name is not revealed. That is really the core principle of contact tracing, is maintaining the confidentiality and privacy of that individual that has tested positive. It's really an unprecedented time that will require unprecedented support, and New York State is really ramping up its contact tracing program.
We need tracing agents in the hundreds and hundreds of people, right? You take the test and then you trace back all the contacts. It's never been done on this scale before. This is an army of tracers. They're basically investigators. We will do that the best we can with a 7-state consortium. But it could have been done from the federal government on a much tighter, more efficient basis.
You know, I agree with you on this. This contact tracing is very important, and it could enable our entire country for the first time to have a real public health system, a real public health corps. And I've thought about it in a lot of different ways. Could we make this a part of AmeriCorps and encourage people to come and do this work and earn some credits to go to college, for example? Is there some other way we could do it? But I know that my friend, whom you know well, Paul Farmer, is heading up a program from Massachusetts now to try to get a state contact tracing corps.
We are asking people, thousands of folks, to be part of this new corps, to get trained and to help us with the tracing, because you're absolutely right. The predicate for getting back to some semblance of normalcy is our ability to identify individuals through testing, to be able to trace their contacts, to isolate individuals that have either been exposed or quarantine people that are tested positive. And that's just going to require an army of folks and the capacity of consideration from individuals to allow for their privacy to be impacted by that kind of acuity of attention based upon where they've been and who they talked to.
You can see that they plan to work with